So, this is a a Minesweeper game with roguelite elements where you get like a class and abilities. I have been playing this file for a while, so I've got some stuff leveled up. But you can see that I've got different difficulty levels and different places I can go. Let's just kind of walk through the story here. What's our mission here? I don't even remember what the Thrifty Award is, so we'll find out. Tokens are kind of your metagame currency that let you buy upgrades and items and stuff. I'd been playing around with Banker. Novice, Survivor. I usually play as Spy, because it gives you an option to do what's called glean cells, which is a mechanic that's totally new to this. But let's see if there's something I haven't done in a while. Yeah, we'll just do Banker, and then I can buy some stuff to show you. I don't know how to unlock the special chests. There's a lot about this game I really don't know. I tend to just replay the early levels and just play. So, I'm going through a path of stages. You can see this is the minimum monster damage, this is the maximum monster damage, this is how many monsters are on the board, and this is how many cells wide the grid is going to be. So look, it's Solitaire. Or Minesweeper. See, click. Oh look, money. Collect the money. Now this is the point where if you're better at these games and smarter than me, you can probably work out where some of the stuff is, but who's got time for that? The standard Windows Minesweeper clicks tend to work. The left click to show you the surrounding ones. Right click to auto, or left click on it will clear anything that's if it's flagged. Right click will flag everything if it matches the amount. If you double click, it'll do both. So I found a treasure. Chain is when you make, you see at the bottom, 2 or more consecutive turns by pressing on cells with the same number. Look, I have an inventory. I also have armor slots. Totally normal Minesweeper. So I got points and XP. Again, this is part of the kind of meta mechanic of it, where you level up and it'll give you different things you can purchase from the store and different items that'll show up in your runs. It is a really quite a deep game. The V down here is my prestige level, because you can prestige to start over to get more XP and tokens. I've only got 15 coins, so I'm going to skip the shop for now and go into the cavern. Minimum damage 1, maximum damage 2, 13 monsters, 80 cells for the size. I still don't know what Thrifty is. Let's re-roll it. Oh, I guess I can't. Oops. Oh well. My bad. This is health, so if I take damage if you click on a monster, reveal one, it damages you. That's what the monster damage has to do there. You can see my health is 5 out of 5. This is my defense that would reduce my incoming damage. Hearts would heal. Okay, I got coffee. I can restore health. This is a blueprint. As you can see, after 200 turns or after I complete a quest, I permanently unlock a new crafting recipe. You can collect crafting materials in this game to create items that go into heirloom slots that if you like, you can set them before a mission and then add them to your inventory. Like I said, there's a lot of depth in this game that I just straight haven't touched. Been slightly intimidated by, or just haven't had the energy to do. Especially since it keeps changing up on me once in a while. I'm gonna skip this for now and go to the desert. Just using WASD to move around. This passes 30 turns, which is useful for if you have abilities or effects that happen over time, like if I wanted to knock 30 turns off this clock. Yeah, I'll save that for a stage after I have some more minimum power. Alright, finish. I'll skip that. So, these levels can have random modifiers. This one is dry. There's no random loot, strangers, or landmarks, but I get 3 chests after I complete the stage. Landmarks are stuff like signs that I should be looking at, but I'm so used to ignoring. Nice. Strangers, you can click on them to interact and do different things. So this is an active magic item, so I can use it to spawn a familiar. So when I click and pass a turn, ow, it'll move around and fight things and explore, and usually die because they're not very powerful. But as you can see, as I am clicking through and opening cells, I am recharging my magic item. And there's my 3 chests from the dry modifier. There's some good modifiers, bad modifiers. Got some money. Flagged monsters whenever I spend coins. That will come up if I engage with a stranger and buy something usually. Now I have 74, but I'm going to wait until my ultimate comes up. This fills one for each of the stages that I go through. Whenever you take damage, lose defense equal to the stage's minimum power. I don't have any defense, so that's not super scary, but the monsters can deal a maximum of 4, so they could one-hit me. But not anymore. So this guy is a stranger. He is a nomad. He buys items. The firm fibers add defense equal to minimum power. But of note, if I let him buy that, oh, that's when I spend coins. He'll give me coins. I'll keep my fibers. Reveal Tigrit skull if it's not open. If as a monster, kill it. Otherwise, you lose the item. When you kill monsters, sometimes they will drop things. Oops. I meant to hover and see what he had, but now I have these apples, which are fine. And then it flagged monsters because of my monocle. As you can see, I have a pretty quick and dirty playstyle. Like I said, I could probably go through and puzzle out based on the number of monsters left where they would logically be, but I've never really cared for that. So... meh? Nope, lost my bow. Oh, nope. There was a monster there. Excellent. Alright. My mastery is fully charged, so I'm going to use it. And now I'm going to go spend it at the shops. Item shops. Let's get this and this. So this fortifies, it gets stronger whenever a minion dies. Because I have this banner that can spawn a familiar. It's pretty good synergy there. And then this converts all visible loot to diamonds, so if there's a bunch of coins or hearts on the board that I would prefer to be diamonds, I can do that. Yeah, alright. That's a good one. The other ones are mediocre. Sure. So this lets me pick a term. I hate orbs. They, like, physically bounce around on your screen, and I'm not a fan. So I pick a term, and I will gain an item with the keyword. It could be a good one, it could be a bad one. How about loot? Loot is fun. I got a lucky horseshoe. When I use it, I find twice as much loot until I make a mistake. We'll just correct that right away. If I lose it, I lose it. So, this one. Gain 1 revive at the end of this stage, lose lives equal to the max power. Normal heart drops are converted to souls. Souls basically give you max health. So, because there was a stage mod, because I have this, it gave me a soul, so I'm at 6. And then it gave me a revive because of the stage effect, so at the end of the stage I'm going to take 4 damage. But that doesn't currently kill me, so that's good. Ah, okay. So, Horseshoe's giving me tons of stuff, because that's what it does. Normal heart drops are converted to souls, so if I click on those, I get souls. I take the diamonds. These guys are annoying. They will bubble an item and put it into an orb, and it'll bounce around until you collect it so you can save stuff that way. But honestly, they're kind of just obnoxious, and I really don't like orbs in this game. I don't think they add enough to the game for the annoyance that they give. But that's just personal preference, and I can see how it kind of shakes it up in a different way. But I always liked Minesweeper as a little more casual. Aw, I got an omen. They're bad. Ow. That's my downfall in this game, is that I'm just sort of, I tend to play very, very fast and loose, and if I die, I die. Which is probably why I haven't defeated the higher levels. Hey, get back my familiar. You stay there. Alright, so I'm gonna lose this revive, because it's going to deal 4 damage to me at the end of the level here. And get all those back on the board. Maybe. Hey, there we go. We'll survive this way. I'm going to convert all visible loot to diamonds. And collect them. Now I have a revive, which is exactly like it sounds. Before we do the volcano, let's hit up special stage and get a bunch of defense. And hit up the other special stage and get a bunch of defense. Okay. Let's drink this coffee. Let's use this. Oh, Bo died because it was blank. That's okay. I'm gonna pass turns to gain a little bit of health because of my coffee. I'm gonna keep picking up these coins out of habit instead of leaving them to convert like I should be doing. As I say that. And sometimes it's worth not opening chests because you could get omens from them, which is bad. Ooh, boomerang's nice. So I throw it, it blows up a random cell, and then after 40 turns it comes back. Rod hasn't recharged, so I'm just gonna pick up these coins and move on with my life. Go shopping. Oh, yeah, so my omen is that numbers in tooltips are randomized, so it's gonna not show me the correct numbers for any of that. I don't remember what the actual one is. I think it's, if it has a value of 4 or greater, you get 2 minions? Sure, we'll do that. Dramatic music. Ow. Sure was a worthwhile purchase. So I'm just gonna kind of zone out and play for a bit. If you have questions, holler. But otherwise, I'll just let the music kind of go. Especially since I don't have a whole lot to contribute to the conversation about this game, seeing as I'm not very good at it. Still fun, though. I have really a fondness for games that are like roguelite crossed with thing that really shouldn't necessarily be. And also just games that are unique and different. Oops, I meant to flag that. But yeah, this is a neat one. I picked up a game that's called Round Guard. I played a lot of Minesweeper growing up. But it's basically Peggle in a roguelite form. I have seen a little bit of it. I haven't played it yet. Because I picked it up and then Stardew Valley had a content patch update, so I kind of have been just playing a lot of Stardew Valley again. Because Stardew Valley is addictive. And it's fantastic. I think what other weird roguelites I have kicking around. There's one that's basically like your standard Klondike Solitaire in a roguelite formula. I picked that one up as well and haven't played it because, again, Stardew is a thing. I also have a really weird little indie game from quite a while ago that was kind of an RPG quest, but you fought by playing poker hands for your hands, for cards. That one was kind of neat. Wow, that's just awful. I don't like that mod. Maybe it'll go away. Nope. Okay. This is gonna suck halfway through. If we make it that far. It's a distinct possibility I don't make it through this stage, especially since Banker is kind of only as good as the item shops I get, and I didn't get anything super spectacular out of them. Okay, so everything unflagged and moved because of the stage modifier. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The fact that it unflagged everything is actually kind of nice. Whoops. Because I immediately just... Why is... Oh dear. So it also... It's making my numbers lie to me? What's going on here? I don't understand what that was about. Never seen that stage modifier before. Some quick healing here. Oh, I think it has to do with the power recording. I don't quite know how that works. Well, regardless, we win. Now, who is the embarrassing chimp supposed to eat? And I discovered some new items. I'll do the next one, but I'm gonna switch to Spy, because I'm used to... or it's a lot easier with the Glean. So what Gleaning does is it really took me a while to wrap my head around. It'll show the value that's in the cells, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have a monster in it. So if this is 0, everything around it will be clear, but this space may still be a monster. It took a while for me to realize that, because you're so used to seeing a number on a cell, that it's clear. But yep, as you can see, that one is a monster. It just doesn't have another monster directly beside it. So this class suits my playstyle quite well of just sort of click and go through and not think about it quite as much as I probably should be. I don't really play it for a massive challenge. I just play it because I like Minesweeper, and it's a little different, which is neat. It is very pretty. And the variety from stage to stage is nice. And the developers that made it, I think this is their first bigger game they've done. It was a bit of a rougher launch. It had some issues, but they were pretty active in supporting tech issues. I had some pretty nasty ones when I picked up the game. But I had some CTD, crash to desktop issues. But with the error log that I was able to get to them, they were actually able to resolve most of them pretty quickly. Like, later that night quickly, which is nice, so I think this is their first bigger release, air quote. But as you can see, it's very much a big project for them, and I appreciate the effort that's put into it, even though I'm trash and don't delve as deeply into it as I could. But I'm still having fun with the level that I play it at, so it's all good. Ow. I think I made it through the quests on the hard mode and have never... I don't remember if I've ever defeated Beyond, which is kind of randomly generated with different items you can pick up to use as modifiers that determine kind of what comes in the stage. Also doesn't help that I kind of stopped playing for a little while and missed a lot of the updates as they came out. So I'm totally in the dark for a lot of things. Like, barrels blow up. I think it's from flares. I don't know if you click on them to blow them up, but I don't really want to find out. Trading candle for your calling card. No, I want to keep that. So anyone hanging out, if you are better at this game than me, I apologize. But I'm still gonna play through it and have some fun. And just kind of hang out. There, come back. Got crushed playing Pokemon. That'll happen. Some of those gyms in, I don't know which one you're playing, especially in the older ones, some of those gyms ramp up in difficulty real fast. Oh, yeah, the card game. Well, yeah, it was your first time playing, and also you were playing a theme deck. You kicked butt. I mean, yes, the gyms in Ruby are hard. Let me talk to you about Whitney and a certain Miltank she has. That's a friggin' monster. That Miltank is the literal worst. Yeah, so Whitney's Miltank is normal type and has a whole bunch of HP. And it knows the move Rollout. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Rollout, but it attacks for 5 turns in a row. Either 5 turns or until it misses, whichever comes first. and every time it hits harder the next time. So she will just straight party wipe you with that stupid Whoops, I misclicked, and I'm dead. And she will totally just bulldoze your entire team. It's miserable. Yeah, she will just straight end you with her super happy, adorable, smiling cow. I mean, she'll definitely faint your Pokemon. I don't think she'll go after your family. She is annoyingly cheerful and friendly. Yeah, Pokemon's a weird universe. We don't talk about that. They have socialized healthcare, so you just go heal them and it's fine. I don't know, there's some real, like, little kid-friendly stuff that would probably be pleasant to live in. Like, I haven't seen a little fairy sugar magic, but it was so disgustingly sweet in the trailer that nope. I'd live in the Polar Bear Cafe universe. That one seems fun. And comparatively low trauma. Low trauma. Yeah. I mean, yes, when your competition is Panda. I still have to finish watching Polar Bear Cafe. It's so nice and peaceful. Well, it's nice too because they're like 15-minute half episodes, so you can just sort of just catch an episode here and there. But it's hard to not just sit and watch a bunch of them. I tried to get rid of Crunchyroll and it renewed itself, so I guess I've got it for another month. I attempted to cancel it again. I'm gonna have some firm words with them if it doesn't resolve. A little annoyed. Yeah, make sure yours canceled properly too. I didn't notice until the charge showed up on my account. Yeah, go double check that. I hadn't logged in, so I didn't notice that it was still active. Okay, good. Hopefully it stays that way like it's supposed to. Apparently you can get negative defense in this game. That's alright. I'm just sort of autopiloting through anyway. Not trying particularly hard. 'Cause it's the sort of game you can do that. Also, with how I play this game, I tend to not put a whole lot of effort into a run until I have something interesting or promising. I treat them as fairly disposable until... Oops. Until it's worth paying more attention to. It's not the most efficient way to play, but meh. The game is very chill, but it is sort of jarring when it does the little flourish and the music just cuts. I mean, sure, I'll add it to my codex if nothing else. We now are equipped with a marshmallow. stupid frog. But I don't want to be nice to the mean frog. Sorry, I just didn't see that. I was concentrating on the board slightly. The weird, spooky carnival music is a little unsettling. I don't know, it's a graveyard and it's got the lilting sorta carnival sound to it. I mean, to be fair, I do know people who like clowns. Not myself in particular, but whatever. Well, here, this is more just pensive music. I'm marking the monsters with spooky jack-o'-lantern faces. What could go wrong? Okay. Oh yeah, morality is a thing now. That was added in the latest holiday event, I think. I think it's an invisible stat based on doing things like buying from strangers instead of, you know, hitting them in the face. As wild as that sounds. I think win or lose, I'm gonna call it after this quest is done. It's getting late. My ear's getting tired, but I'll see it through to the end of the full quest here. I've been, yeah, I was gonna say, I've been live for 3 hours, 17 minutes, and I think some of that was just the, going live screen, so. It is not 9. Hopefully I haven't kept you up too late. Or hopefully I helped you just relax and hang out. With my super stress-inducing spooky horror death game. You know, perfectly reasonable thing to relax to. Well, good. I'm glad you got some sleep. It's important. I know cats normally sleep a lot, but Slayer really slept all day. Yes, you need to have enough sleep. It's very important. If I misclick, I probably die. Okay. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. This peaceful music is not accurately conveying how stressful this level is right now. Duh. Didn't die. Had armor. Hey, now I have a revive. multiple auras. Auras are weird. They can do things like electric will double the effect of whatever's on it. So if it's like an item chest, you get 2 items. If it's a coin, you get double coin. If it's a monster, it hits you twice. Alright. On to the final stage. It's bigger than usual, but I'm totally gonna pop my after 50 turns without making a mistake, you win the current stage. So, yep. Operation Cheese. Seeing how far I can get without guessing because of the item effect I have there. So far, so okay. Until I said something. Anything useful? Nope. Wait. Nope. Excellent. We may get there the cheesy way. Hey! The gastropod of denouement underestimated me. And I have a new high score because I don't play that level very often. So that is DemonCrawl. It's another one I might bust out once in a while. Just when I'm done with Darkest Dungeon but want to keep streaming for a bit. I am going to head out for the evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. It has been fun.